Okay, this should be fun. With a bit of luck. I just haven't got everything sunk up properly. Yeah, this is going to be loud. It's incredible how loud this is. Good grief, I didn't realise it would be this loud. I'm glad I got my earplugs in. Huh. Yeah, baby, ninja style. This little jolly is organised by the Cancer Trust. It's a damn good turnout, no, by the looks of it. There's a lot of people here. This is going to be loud, this is, I can see it coming. I just hope that I'm still recording, or else I'm going to be well pissed off. Hopefully the cameras will last long enough. Well, we're chucking this little track down Tamworth Road, I think this is called, if I remember rightly, and it's going to go a little bit of a jaunt round somewhere up by Burntwood it'll end up at, so hopefully the weather stays nice. It ain't too bad, it's a bit chilly but it's not too bad. Like I say, I've had a bit of a ride around earlier, it was alright, I enjoyed it, and I just hope that my cameras stay reasonably straight so it gives a good view. But other than that, let's just enjoy the ride, and if I if I've got anything interesting to say while I'm going down here, I'll do that for you as well. But it's for a good cause, it's for cancer, so end of the day, why not? In front there on the old dinosaur bike, there's my mate Andy, the one I took a picture of earlier and put that on Facebook. So I also did a little bit of a video with the phone as well. He was telling me that he needs to get the clutch fixed. It's on its way out and there's a clutch bearing on it. So I think they're going to be sat there for quite a while. there's quite a few of us, to be fair. Nice view of the pig farm. Anybody? Pig farm? Bacon? Yeah. I have no idea how long this journey is going to be, you know, none whatsoever. I really don't. All I know is that for the first time ever for myself, I have joined this little band of merry people. Never really had the cause to be fair, you know. Never really had anybody to actually ride with, which is another thing which is quite surprising, I suppose. But at the end of the day, it's just one of those things, isn't it? I bought the bike in February, and I have done one little video which you've probably seen. It's on my channel anyway, as a tester. This is sort of like the next step in videoing for myself on this bike. But it's nice to be able to get out with other riders as well, just to experience this kind of thing. I mean, as though it is the first time I've ever done this, and even when I was younger. But when I was younger, I'd had friends and we just go off on our own, like, but nothing to this scale, like, you know. So, which was fun, don't get me wrong, but I don't mind doing this at all. I actually do prefer this, to be fair. It's a lot more fun, to be honest. I am enjoying myself. It'll be interesting to see what we can see after I've actually get back home and run the footage back to just to basically pick and choose bits and pieces. I might just have it one continuous ride or highlight it. I haven't decided yet. I'll have to wait and see. The odd couple of spectators knocking about. You never know, that might get more and more as we get closer to our destination. Let's just hope that it does turn out to be okay for us all, and there's no incidents. There shouldn't be, because it's an organised thing, so there'll be roads closed off and junctions closed, obviously, for people to get around without having to worry about stopping and starting all the time, which makes sense when you think about it, you know what I mean? So yeah. Slowing down a bit up here. They must be catching up the front of the group. They might be just trying to bunch us up a bit more, maybe. Well, I say there is quite a lot of us, so it's going to be a long chain of bikes all the way down here. So so far so good. Just going past the Royal Community Sports College, dropping back down nice and steady. There we go. Now we can stretch it up a bit now. Let's just hope that the leader knows where he's going. Oh, that would be confusing, wouldn't it? Sends us on a bit of a mystery tour, like, sort of thing, you know, not knowing where he's going. That would be a bit of a pain in the arse. Fun fact, right, believe it or not, cycles, with it being a push bike, motorbike, whatever, did you know that the scientists actually still don't know why they work? Weird that, isn't it? Why is it that we can ride on a two-wheeled cycle? Nobody knows that. Mental. I just thought I'd throw that out there. One thing that was sort of like bothering me before we actually left the car park at the hockey club, because it normally does happen to me, something will either go wrong or delay or whatever, you know what I mean. I'm always a bit worried about things like that happening, but at the last minute they're all getting ready, I'm thinking, crap, I've got to get things sorted. And of course, like a numpty, leaving last minute, a couple of my cameras were actually filming upside down, so I had to realign them. Like I say, I hope I've got it right. Luckily for me, I could actually see the two in front of me. They're actually recording, so I'm fine with them. But the ones behind me, I can't see them at all. I'm hoping that they stay reasonably straight, like I said earlier, but you know, trial and error at the end of the day. This is all new to me. I have done me lorry driving, which is, again, that's simple enough, that is, because at the end of the day I've been doing it for a long time, but with this being a different aspect of things, it's all new. So getting the cameras in the right place and making them work for me instead of against me and all that sort of thing, just that kind of thing, like, you know. But we'll get there, I'm sure we will. As time progresses, and I'll find different ways of clamping them on in place and making them more stable. I do want to introduce my my gyro bracket for when we do when we're going cornering and stuff like that. I'm trying to still get that sorted out. I've got other ideas as well, but again, it just takes time, and I'm sure as each video becomes more apparent, I'll be able to you know, think of different ideas and on how to assemble it all up and make it quicker for myself as well. I might even have to add some brackets on the bike that I can just bang the cameras on and jobs are good. Because the way what I'm using is the clamp system is what I use for my lorry, you see, when I'm doing my truck videos. So it's you know, whatever, we'll get there in the end. I'm just wondering whether there's through the years, is there anywhere that I've actually been before, like, you know, so if I actually notice any of these lanes, whatever, from years gone by, like when we used to do just go one mess off somewhere, and when I was younger, Probably not, but hey, I'll keep my eyes peeled. I'm going, have I been down here before? Ooh. No, not yet, but hey. One thing I did do this morning, like when on the way up to this the hockey club, like I'd fueled up, made sure I got enough petrol in there to do the journey. Like, you know, I got enough for about 120 mile, I think. So that's normally how much I clocked it. I think it was the last time I went out for a good ride on my bike. I actually clocked it, and it does roughly about 120 mile on a full tank, so I should be alright, hopefully. It's a nice steady ride, so we're not going to be off fraping everywhere. I don't really want to be doing that anyway, to be fair. I just want to enjoy the ride, to be fair. I'm not really interested in blaring it everywhere. Keep checking to make sure I'm in the right gear. There is the one thing that's odd about this bike is the fact that it's only got 5 gears, not 6, as normal bikes tend to have 6 speed. I keep forgetting. A nice country route this is, isn't it? I mean, it's not too cold. I'm glad that I put my my thermal gloves on as well as my normal gloves, because they go inside the gloves I've got now, like a thin layer, keep my hands warm. Because even though it is the middle of May now, it still isn't brilliant. The temperature's still a bit cool, and I'm looking forward to when it gets a lot warmer, so it's just easy to ride the bike when it's warm. You don't tend to get frostbite on the chin. I think the next video I shall do on the bike over the trip, I don't know whether to do it towards my dad's or from my dad's, which is a nice country way drive. But I could always start off, if I'm going to start towards my dad's, I could always do the one from my mum's caravan. That way then I could do a full run of it then, you know what I mean? So, well, say a full, it'd be like half the journey if you like, because at the end of the day it is a 3-hour ride, and if I set the cameras up from my house then I wouldn't record that much. So let's give it a bit of a wind up, close the gap a little bit here. There we go. The clouds are starting to turn up, aren't they? Go on, clouds, bugger off. Let's have some of that blue sky out. Looks like we're going to go straight over here. Going straight over here. Now heading towards Rudgley by the looks of it. Couple of spectators, it's nice to see. Kings Bromley. Ah, now then. My dad used to live in Kings Bromley, so I've got a funny feeling that things might start to look a bit familiar. I did tell you, didn't I? I end up going through somewhere where I'll go, ah, I've been here before. There you go. Kings Bromley. I've got to be honest with you, my bike could do with a bit of a clean. I haven't actually washed it since I've had the bike. Well, yeah, it will get done. I have had to, believe it or not, because yeah, you're going to laugh now, I can see, but I've actually had to ask the best way to wash a bike off, because it has been a while, I've got to admit. And with this one being what they call the naked style bike, the XJR 1300, I was a bit concerned about like just hammering water all over it when you drive it to the nearest jet wash place, like, you know, and I just didn't know how to respond, whether it'd be alright with it, because cold water, hot engine, I don't think that'd be a very good combination, you know. I mean, that's the sort of thing that I was thinking about. I'm a bit concerned about that, so, and I haven't got any kind of way of hosing it off at home. That's the problem. So at the end of the day, it's just one of those things. But you know, driving to the spectators up on a tractor, on a cherry picker. Oh dear. Oh yeah, another one on a cherry picker, look. You don't see that every day, do you? Let's close the gap up just a bit. I must admit, like, I know it's, I've only had this bike for, you know, a couple of months. Riding time has been literally a few hours, probably around about, I don't know, a couple of hours of time, so 24 hours, maybe a few more hours than that in total ride time. But it just seems like natural now. I was quite surprised. I mean, when I first had the bike, and trying to manoeuvre it around when it's actually, you know, you're going to park it up and you're going to push it here, push it there. I found it, you know, a bit of a struggle. It was very heavy, but for some unknown reason, what I find quite surprising is that it seems to have gotten lighter the more that I use this bike, which is weird. There must be some sort of explanation for that somewhere down the line, but yeah, when I get in the garden at home to swing the bike around and park it up and lock it up, I've got quicker at that, because it just feels that it seems to have gotten lighter, which is odd. Like I say, it's definitely a weird one. Hey ho. It looks like they're blocking it off because of the chicane. They've got a long wait, they have. Oh dear. Sorry for the inconvenience, but hey ho. Nice and steady. Looks like we're going to be cocking a left one here down the 515. When I first pulled up at the club this morning, there was a guy that was with his missus, I imagine, setting the entrance up to the place so people could find it, the signs and what have you. And I'm like, oh, I know him. I haven't seen him for over 13 years. And a mate Lee, we used to go running together, believe it or not, back in the day. He was actually training to lose weight so he could become a what do they call them? A prison warden. That's the word. Yeah, he was training for that, and because he was a big lad back then, and he's actually kept it all up after all these years, which is good to see. But it was a bit of a blast from the past, that was. I was quite surprised. Oh dear, fancy bumping into somebody like that after 13 years. Unbelievable. There's another couple of lads. They don't work for the company I work for. They work for the company that's actually behind us, but we see them on a regular basis, and they're behind us somewhere, knocking about. It'd be nice for them to catch up with us and have a bit of a gang going, but this is good enough. I'm enjoying myself, don't know about you lot. I just this road being bumpy, I just got visions of the cameras looking, they're just going to be pointing up and down everywhere. Oh well, never mind. Trust me, when I was doing the videos on my truck, I was doing it back then when I first started putting my cameras on the back of the trailer on my lorry, and I was constantly worried about them falling off. It's the same principle now. So I'm always going to be concerned about it, but I'll get there. update on the on how cold it is. I can no longer feel my thumb. That seems to have gone for a, I don't know, a vacation somewhere. I wish they'd come back. I need my thumb, which is weird actually, because my right thumb is absolutely freezing, but my left thumb's warm. That's weird. Oh well, never mind. Ah, yes, I do know this street. I traverse this one in my truck quite regularly. And I've actually been down here as well in my truck. Did a bit of a shortcut. If ever the A5 is blocked off for whatever reason, I've been down here like so. Well, we're around about 40 minutes into the ride. Like I said earlier, I don't know how long this ride is, which I suppose I should have asked the question, but I wasn't really that bothered about it. I just wanted to join in. So there is a possibility that the cameras may end up cutting off. I'm hoping not, but hey, such is. Which way are we going now then? Off to the left, by the looks of it, on the way to Lichfield. Fun fact, my brother actually he's a teacher in a school somewhere in Lichfield. I don't know which school it is, mind you. He won't tell me. I think he's frightened just in case I actually do a guest appearance and knock on his classroom door. Yeah, that wouldn't work, would it? Not really. But because he's with him being a drama teacher, I think what would be funny though, I think personally, because he is a drama teacher, and just so like dress up as some sort of an old person. Yes, I know I'm old already, but I'm on about really old, and and see if he could realise who it is, just as a prank. But aye. It is nice to see the appreciation of a few of the people. It's quite cool, that is. What we've got to do now is catch up. That is one good thing. At least it's marshalled off, so we don't get lost when this sort of thing happens. Because unfortunately there's not a lot we can do about it with the lights on red. We have to stop, unfortunately. But these things happen. We got stopped a bit there. I don't know why though. Yeah, they've slowed it down a bit so we can get up there and catch up. I imagine that's going to happen anyway when you come to pedestrian crossings, because there's not really a lot you can do about it really. So, and it's going to happen, isn't it? So going along the there's a possibility we might be going along the 461, I think. Oh no, we're going to go the scenic route. We're going the other way. We're in the back. Oh, that's right. Ah, now then, we are on our way towards Burntwood. That's where we're going. Burntwood. So, should be nice for them. At least we're gaining some ground again now after a few pedestrian crossings caused a big gap. We're starting to close it back up again now, so that's something, I suppose. I know that it can be a bit of a daunting task to try and marshal all this lot through. I'm obviously used to it because I've done it many times. This is my first go at this, but you do tend to get big gaps because of situations such as pedestrian crossings. There's not really a lot you can do about that, is there really? So you just have to do your best. A lot of appreciation for the day out. Like I say, it is for a good cause, for cancer, and my girlfriend died of cancer 4 years ago, which a lot of people have been in the same boat that I've been in. It's not nice. Hopefully one day, eventually, it'll be a thing of the past. I'm looking forward to that day. Nobody has to suffer with this rubbish. Another one with a pedestrian crossing, but I think they're going to marshal it off by the looks of it. Yeah. Ah, it's a traffic light system. Open your eyes, Jace. You dopey ass. The only time you're allowed to go through lights on red is when it's marshalled off by a police officer. Looks like we're at the bottom end of Burntwood now, by the looks of it. They've seen the cameras on the bike and they're just waving away. Oh dear. I was hoping for that, to be fair. I'll go and marshal it off now. A nice little wave, show appreciation. It's nice to see them all turn out, to be fair. Like I say, for me, I am surprised because I wasn't really expecting this, to be fair. I really wasn't. So this is turning out to be quite interesting. I'm speechless, to be fair. I'm enjoying myself. I'm as amused as the spectators, I think, to be fair. I really am. I didn't expect it to be this much fun, but it's you know, well, not knowing, I'm quite enjoying myself here. We're at our destination, I think, now. I think. Yep, we're at our destination. The run has finally finished. It's come to an end of. It's been an hour. That's not bad. Well, just under an hour anyway, so that's not too bad at all, that. It was an experience, I must admit. That's really cool, that is. Yeah, we're here. Finally at our destination. I hope that that was fun for you. I mean, I've really enjoyed it, that's for sure. That's been a proper experience, that has. I'm looking forward to the next one. So, hopefully, when we get there. Thank you.
Oh, you're doing well, lad. You're doing well. Look at that.
And that's that.